What up? It's been a long time since I've been on this live thing for you guys, and so much has changed in the past week. My goodness, I spent I spent 3 days, 2 days in the casino here in Tampa, and I won. So they comped me for a few nights, so I stayed longer, and I ended up staying 48 hours. And while I was there, I was wearing this new pair of sneakers. I don't want to say the brand because I think I just got the wrong size more so than the brand. So I got this pair of sneakers, which they just felt a little too tight on my feet, but I never wanted to go back to my car and change to my backup pair. So I just figured new pair of sneakers, got to wear it in, got to break it in, new brand. But my friend noticed I was walking funny, and it wasn't just because I was still on the tail end of my gout recovery, but it was also because my damn sneakers were too freaking small for my foot. So I ended up giving myself a case of what's called metatarsalgia. I can't pronounce it correctly, but I got this thing where it fucked up both of my feet, left foot and right foot. It felt like mild gout case on both feet, which is very uncommon. So after recover from gout, I just been dealing with the metatarsalgia, whatever shit's called, and I just went to the gym today. Finally feeling decent enough to do leg workout, so I got a leg workout in today, and I'm feeling better. Like what a month of just some bullshit. Let's just put it that way. Feet injuries, feet diseases, whatever you want to call it. That shit is brutal. Like if you really want to ruin someone's life, just mess with their feet. Like couldn't exercise, can't do any cardio, haven't done any cardio in a month, and I was just getting into the swing of things. Like if you saw my body a month ago, I probably had 2 or 3% less body fat than I do now. And I could see my abs. Now I can only see my abs in the morning. I know, first world problems, but still, when you care about your physical appearance like I do, shit sucks. So anyway, guys, somewhat healthy now for the most part. And I wanted to hop on and show you guys some news stories that, got my attention today. I do buy Nikes, but lately I tried a different brand, and I've been using this brand lately called Flexi, Flexi. I don't know if you guys have heard of that brand before, but it's like a brand I see a lot in Mexico. I don't know if you guys heard of it. Let me show you. Let me pull up the link. So this is the Flexi website. I don't know if you guys have heard of this brand. Here you go, men's section sneakers, and their sneakers are really affordable, and also very comfortable. So let's see, they got 59 pairs of sneakers right now. Let's see what we got here. So right here is the men's Flexi Urban sneaker. I have two. I have this. I had it in black, and I have it in blue now, which the blue one's really nice. But you can see these sneakers. This is the one I think I had, the one in the middle, something like that. I don't see the blue. There's the one I own. That's the one I have. This sneaker's good, guys. This one did not cause my feet pain. But I think this sneaker's so beautiful. Look at this color. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I have one of these pairs right now. Highly recommend this sneaker. And it's where I wore this today at the gym, actually. I don't like to buy brands like Nike anymore. Like I used to love Nikes my whole life growing up. But I just try supporting the smaller companies now. I don't even know who owns Flexi. It could be Nike. Who knows? But yeah, I respect anybody who's wearing non-Nike brands. Spread the love with the sneakers. There's so many good brands out there. I just gotta make sure I buy the right size moving forward. All right, let's get to some news stories. The biggest one today is probably Twitter. Elon Musk. Looks like the deal is going to go through officially. This is really freaking exciting, guys. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm feeling good about it. I think the first thing that Elon's got to do is uncensor everybody. Alex Jones, you're back on. Milo Yiannopoulos, you're back on. Donald Trump, you're back on. Emily Murphy, you're back on. She got thrown off for misgendering people, I think in 2018. She was one of the first people to get thrown off for misgendering. And my girl is so successful. She was on Joe Rogan a couple months ago. If you guys aren't following her, her channel is Megan Emily Murphy on the Twitter, on the Instagram. Yeah, it's his ring light. There you go. There she is, Megan Emily Murphy. She was just on Joe Rogan a few months ago. You can find her episode. But they threw her off for misgendering. And, you know, as Tim Pool had a huge debate with Jack Dorsey about this on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Tim Pool absolutely freaking nailed it. This is when Tim Pool went legend status, in my opinion. You know, why do the Twitter rules cater to the liberal worldview and consider the conservative worldview hate speech, right? So if you are a conservative person who wants to identify somebody by their biological birth, gender, sex, whatever you want to call it, that's hate speech on Twitter. You get banned. But if somebody wants to identify as the opposite gender, even if none of their body parts are that gender, that's encouraged. So what you have is you have a website that rewards and allows one worldview and denies and censors the other worldview. Even if you disagree or agree, it doesn't matter. Like, if you want to misgender somebody, you could do that, and that's your right. Some people do it because they're assholes. Some people do it because they don't believe in transgenderism as a theory, and that's both are fine. Like, you're allowed to have your opinion. That's what makes America great. And may the best ideas win. That's what it's supposed to be about. So, Elon Musk, I want you to come on, and I want you to uncensor everybody and let it go back to the Wild West. That's it. Like free speech all day. And I don't care if some bad ideas or insults get thrown in there. I'm just sick and tired of Americans being snowflakes. You know, the shit that I had to deal with as a Trump supporter in 2020 is unbelievable. Some people probably would have taken their lives because it was a lot. It's a lot to handle. But it made me stronger. It made me a better person dealing with it and understanding and learning how to deal with that. Instead of me complaining to the Twitter police and be like, please nuke this person. They're bothering me. Like, come on. That's like, you got to grow up, put on your big boy pants. People are going to say shit that you don't like. And that's the real world, baby. That's what happens in the real world. I'm about to go out today with my Trump flags, by the way, guys. I'm going to go flag waving again today because I got nothing else to do. And I'm going to get cursed out. I'm going to be yelled at. And that just is what it is. It's the real world, baby. So, you know, if this makes everyone grow up, that's a great thing. So here is some responses about this. Elon Musk says, I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means. Exactly. David Portman says, if Elon Musk buys Twitter, the number one rule that I need changed is that if somebody takes an unprovoked shot at you, they can't cry and report you bullying when you respond. If you poke a bear with a stick, you can't pretend you are a victim when they metaphorically rip your head off. He's right. He's right. And this is the biggest story on Twitter right now. And I'm really excited to see what happens. Susan Knox Elkin says, I think Twitter deal will go through. I just got out of Twitter jail again. And go Elon Musk. What's Up says, it's awesome that Elon is buying Twitter. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's awesome. And Chris says, hey, Adam Francisco, favorite YouTuber. I love your content, brother. Keep up the good fight for us. I love this country. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much, man. Lucy, North Carolina, deplorable watching. Hell yeah, I love my deplorable army. I'm such a freaking deplorable now these days. It's great. You guys should see what I did to the back of my car. If you guys want me, you know what? Let me just go to my, let's just go to the Instagrams directly on my laptop. Tell you what I did to my car today. I personally, I think it looks beautiful. And, you know, I'm here in Orlando, which is quite liberal. So hopefully this will trigger the libs. I had these letters custom printed from Amazon.com for $17. All right, here we go, guys. Boom. So there it is. That is the back of my car now, guys. I put the Trump 2024 right in the back window. So any car that's behind me is going to be forced to see that. That is beautiful. I got nice, crispy white letters. I use my favorite font too. They had my font that I love, which is called Bangers. That's the font I use now on all my cover art, Bangers. So I was able to find a printer that could do vinyl lettering for your car with the word Bangers in the Banger font. So that's dope, and I hope that people get triggered by that. And let's go, Brandon. Decal car. I also invested in this for my car, which I'm very excited about. So I got this idea from Kid Rock. So thank you, Kid Rock. But you see these little like metal plates? You can buy these and put them in the back of your car. So like where it says Civic on the car, you could put that right above it or below it. So it looks like it's part of the car, like the Let's Go Brandon edition. So I have this coming in silver with red font on the bottom. The word edition is going to be in red. So this is going to go back on my car. I'm very excited about that. I'll have a Honda Civic Let's Go Brandon edition with the big Trump 2024 in the window, which is so dope. So my car is going to be this little Trump mobile. Couldn't find a sponsor yet to like wrap the car fully the way I want to do it, but for now this is going to work. And so that little thing that Let's Go Brandon decal is going to go right above the Civic words right here, right next to the license plate. So it's going to look money and hopefully triggers the libs. All right, let's go to some fun articles today that I saw in the news. We're going to start light and then we'll move it to the more serious stuff just for fun today. I thought this is a pretty funny story and this is something I would do. So apparently this hotel guest is this hotel guest has been putting in a request every year to hotels. And I think it's hilarious. For years, I have been booking hotels with the extra note request option filled out. Please put a picture of Brendan Fraser from the 1990 movie The Mummy in the room. And a hotel actually did that. The DoubleTree in Phoenix honored their request and put the picture of Brendan Fraser in the room. That's freaking dope. So I just got to give credit to the DoubleTree. Is it Marriott? The DoubleTree Phoenix. I got to give credit to that. That's awesome. It's also cool that Brendan Fraser is apparently having a career resurgence. You know, that guy was a legend back in the 90s. You couldn't see a movie without him. He was like the heartthrob, the action hero. He was everything. And so it's nice to see him coming back, make a comeback. So that's a nice little feel-good story. We also have this one I pulled up earlier. I'm just going to read the second part of that. White House claims Joe Biden can win re-election in 2024 with a 36% approval rating and full-on dementia. Oh my God. Yeah, I want to laugh at this like more than I am right now. But I didn't think he was going to win 2020. Can't say much about that, so I don't want to get nuked on YouTube. I could say it on Twitter now though, because Elon's going to take that over. But you know, despite the 36% approval rating, I still feel like Joe Biden's got a chance because of the you know what that they're able to do. It's pretty sad that that's the kind of state we're living in. You know, like this guy could be at a 20% approval rating, and it's like he still has a chance. This is a great clip coming out of Florida. Our sheriffs down here are based. We have a stand your ground law in Florida. So if somebody were to break into your home, you have the right to defend yourself. So here is this amazing clip from our sheriffs down here in Florida. God bless this man.
Now, Sheriff Bob Johnson said at a press conference this morning, one homeowner fired shots at Harris but missed.
We don't know which homeowner shot at him. I guess they think that they did something wrong, which they did not. If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. So whoever that was, you're not in trouble. Come see us. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday. And if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money.
Oh, that's great. He says you're not in trouble. We prefer you shoot them actually, and you'll save taxpayers money. That's the truth. So God bless the sheriff, Santa Rosa County. If you guys are living in a crime infested state like New York or California and you're sick of it, you can always come on down to Florida, where here you're allowed to be armed, you're allowed to possess weapons, and you're allowed to use them legally. And I'll tell you guys a funny story. I was flag waving last year with Reina del Sur. You guys might remember her. And we started getting harassed by somebody on St. Augustine. If you guys watch the video, you can actually see the guy that harassed us. And, words were exchanged, but he kept looking for us. We ended up bumping into this guy 3 times because he kept following us. So she pulls us over into to a store, goes to her purse, and just adjusts her Glock. She has concealed carry permit, and she's like, just in case. So she ended up acting as my bodyguard in case the guy decided to get a little out of line. And I thought that was pretty spectacular move on her part to like make sure that she was all set up for if anything went down. I basically I try to avoid conflict. So I was just like, all right, let's just take the back alleys and get back to my car and leave, because I don't want you using what's in your purse. There's no need for that. So we ended up taking the back streets, and then we left. But this guy was a liberal, super triggered, and you guys could go watch the clip on YouTube if you want. You guys could go find that. Okay, what's next? Steve Martin is now on the cancel radar. These liberals are so fucking stupid. So apparently Steve Martin did this video back in the 80s, maybe, like when I was a toddler, which I never heard of. And apparently he dressed up as King Tut. I'm not going to play the audio here because I don't want SNL to strike me for copyright, because they probably will. But apparently this clip back then, which was considered a classic clip, is now on the radar for cancellation, because he is apparently the wrong skin color to be doing this role. He's culturally appropriating King Tut. And so now the liberals got him on the radar. And here's some takes. Steve Martin is trending because thousands of people are complaining about 5 people complaining about Steve Martin, and this is peak Twitter. It really is. If you don't think Steve Martin's King Tut sketch is funny, I don't want to hear any more of your opinions on humor. Steve Martin will never not be funny. Did you know why Democrats lose elections? It's because some of them focus on stupid things like canceling Steve Martin for King Tut. FFS, for F's sake. Get your shit together. You're as bad as Tucker Carlson being angry at the green M&M. Anyone dragging Steve Martin over his 1978 performance of King Tut needs to go run home and whine to their mummy. That's a good play on words. There is Steve Martin looking like a freaking badass. Wasn't he in that movie like Three Caballeros or something? That's cultural appropriation, and I don't give a shit. How do you even begin to question the comedic chops of Steve Martin? I get that one out of context SNL sketch is confusing millennials, but the guy's been one of the best known comedians for 50 years. They've never seen him do anything else. So, like, here's the thing about this kind of stuff. Like, times change, and what's appropriate, back then is no longer appropriate now. And that's what happens. Things change. But I don't think that people should be canceled for things that were appropriate when they were appropriate, right? So this sketch is fine. And it's another thing is like that movie Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr., he just straight up did blackface and he was nominated for like best supporting actor. I think he might have won actually. And it's like for some reason that character is been forgiven and he's been allowed to get away with that one. Some people have given minor feedback, but no one's going to cancel Robert Downey Jr. He's freaking Iron Man. Like he's Elon Musk in movies, right? So it's just funny to me how like these liberals pick and choose who they try to cancel up to 50 years later after these sketches. It's like it's bizarre. And here's another thing apparently that got removed. So for you guys know I'm a big Spider-Man fan my whole life. And there's a scene where Peter Parker says to Bonesaw, "That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?" Apparently now there are some TV stations that are running the Spider-Man movie, the original one with Toby, and they're deleting out that homophobic joke. So they're getting rid of "Did your husband give it to you?" because Peter Parker here is obviously using it as an insult. But I love that this person, what they did is they made a mock of it. So Bonesaw says, actually, he did. He bought this for me on our 10-year anniversary. Not only is he my lover, he's my best friend and my soulmate. I'm not ashamed of who I love, nor should I be. For someone with strange abilities due to assume an accidental exposure to radioactive spider blood, you're not very tolerant of those different to yourself. You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man. I don't know. I think that's funny as hell. That's pretty funny script writing from these people. And I saw another version of this on the internet yesterday. Let me see if it's on my phone somewhere. Yeah, so Spider-Man says, quite the contrary, Bonesaw. You see, I noticed the eccentric nature of your outfit, and I would have thought it'd be possible that you would enjoy the company of other men. I asked this not as an insult, but to try to get to know you better so that I could disarm your anger without leading to violence. For someone that is so open with their sexuality and the way they express themselves, you're not very understanding when someone questions you on it. However, I do appreciate you being so honest with me. So that is the rewrite of that scene from Spider-Man, but it's amazing the censorship levels that they're going. And speaking of censorship, Saudi Arabia is apparently banning a 12-second scene from Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness, coming out because one of the characters is a lesbian apparently, and references her two moms. Again, like this article here touches on a lot of things. Number one, it touches on go woke, go broke. There's just no need sometimes to introduce wokeness into a movie. Fantastic Four, the reboot, they made Human Torch black and adopted. I mean, look, as an adopted person myself, I should have been like, this is great representation, but that's not the source material. Like, it changes the story for no reason. It's just an example of go woke, go broke. So that movie failed. That franchise flopped. And Michael B. Jordan, great actor. I actually think he's perfect for the Human Torch role as a character because Human Torch is like this cocky playboy, and Michael Jordan can nail that role. But the guy's a blonde white dude, like model Abercrombie model. I don't know. I don't get the point of just changing the skin color. Like, I get why they do it from a messaging standpoint. They want representation and diversity, but that's not that's not the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is it's an all-white family. It is what it is. If you want more black superheroes, just make a new black hero. Like in some ways, I think it's offensive that you take think about if it was a Black Panther, and think about if they made him like a white guy. That'd be so messed up. So don't whitewash or blackwash or Latino, whatever you want to call it, these existing characters. Just come up with new ones like Miles Morales, which also I think is kind of lazy, to be honest. Like the Miles Morales, he's black and Puerto Rican Spider-Man from a different dimension, but it's like he's still a Spider-Man. It's like you could have just made up a different character with a different power set. I mean, look, it's a freaking insect bite. Like, just make him like Tarantula Boy or something. Like, you could have changed it a little bit more than you did. Instead, it's like, oh, it's a Spider-Man again, but now we made him black and Hispanic. And then they make the kid black and Hispanic because it's like, oh, Let's get as much diversity in there as possible. Let's throw as many layers as possible so we can attract everybody. Everybody already likes Peter Parker, Spider-Man, no matter the skin color. So it's like, so anyway, this is typical of, I guess, some Marvel movies now putting in the diversity into the movies, which, unless it's the source material, which I don't know if it is, it could be, that'd be fine. But if it's not, really unnecessary, in my opinion. And I think that'll end up ultimately hurting the movie. But again, I have nothing against LGBT people in movies or anything. If that's the source material, then great. But if it's not, and you're just pushing it in there, there's just no point. It's like, we don't need to just tell a great superhero movie like Spider-Man with Tobey and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. That was great. There was no wokeness in that movie. So, and the second thing is, it's hilarious to me that Disney, for the most part, when it comes to like movies in China, they'll censor some scenes out to appease the Chinese government or foreign governments. They'll delete scenes that have like a gay kiss or gay innuendo. Like Disney will do that from a corporate level so that these countries will run the movie. And then yet this new CEO is standing against Florida's Don't Say Gay bill when Disney's literally self-censoring themselves from implying gayness in foreign markets. Do you see the hypocrisy of it? Like, it'd be so much bolder if Disney was like, yo, if you're not going to let us put the movie in the way it's meant to be in these other countries, you're not going to get the movie. You must take the movie the way it's meant to be, the way it is. But they don't do that. They counter and they kowtow and cater to these foreign entities because they need to make a buck. So Disney doesn't have the morals they pretend they have. It just comes down to money for them. It's really annoying stuff, man. It's really, really annoying stuff. What do you think of Thor becoming gay in the Disney version? That I have not heard of. So, I am going to do a real life fact check and see. Here we go. I got an article up, guys, based on this exact topic. Marvel fans are queer baiting themselves into thinking Thor is gay. I mean, I could see the style here, but he's got a relationship already with that Natalie Portman character. They say Thor will be queer as well. They say Korg is canonically gay in the pages of Marvel Comics, but won't have a romance on the film. Korg is like a non-human alien. So it's like, I guess they have gender and sexuality in that alien rock world, whatever he is. Somebody wrote, Thor is gay, we won. Thor is gay, we won. Oh, they're looking at that scene where they make eye contact from the trailer. I don't know. Again, if he's gay in the comics, make him gay in the make him gay in the movie. But if he's not gay in the comics, I'll make a new character that's gay. No problem. Just do that. Someone said, if you look like Hemsworth and date a woman that looks like Portman, you are gay. No, Natalie Portman, don't forget, in her prime, she was very attractive. Natalie Portman was very attractive. And I will prove that to you right now. Natalie Portman images. Let's see what comes up in the image search. Let's see. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, I just, I got to be careful because Natalie Portman was a younger actress. She was a child actress. So you can't go with the photos on Google. You don't want to go too young because that's creepy as hell. Um, let's see, Natalie Portman. I'm just going to go to Google image search, see what pops up. Here we go. Look, she's a beautiful woman. At least in these glamour shots. I mean, she's gorgeous. Come on, guys. That is a chica guapa right there in that photo. And look at that smile. Come on. She is an attractive woman. Damn, she looks jacked there. Holy shit. Apparently she got jacked up for the movie. Yeah, come on. Natalie Portman, attractive. Even with the shaved head. Attractive. She could pull it off. And that says a lot. When a woman can shave her head and be attractive. Damn. Look at that. Great smile, great face structure. So I'm going to give it to Natalie Portman. She's a very attractive woman. All right, let's go to some other articles I pulled up. I pulled up Biden's approval rating. I thought that was interesting. His approval drops even further with young Americans in new polls. So Joe Biden overall is being destroyed with Hispanics and with the young voters. So if he loses Hispanics and he loses the young voters, and he's already losing a lot of the black vote, even though blacks overall have him still ranked approval very high, more than the average person. Who's vote for him? Seems like it's just like white female liberals. That's it. So like he's losing most of his support. I love to see it. I was just having sushi here in Orlando, and somehow I spoke to the cashier. We spoke about Trump and Twitter, and I was like, "Yo, you heard about Elon and Twitter? I hope he brings Trump back." And the guy, this young kid, Latino male, says, "I know we really need Trump right now." And I said, "Oh, did you vote for him?" He goes, "I didn't vote in the 2020 election." He goes, I was not a very political person." He said, "But now, after what's going on in the world," he goes, "it's hard not to want to be involved." I was just like, I wish I fucking filmed this. This is gold. And I said, "So who do you think you're going to vote for in 2024? He goes, "Oh, Trump all day." He goes, "I'm on the Trump train now." I was like, holy shit. I was like, "So you got red pilled?" He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "And I'm telling my friends about it too, and they're all shocked." He's like, "But they're not angry as like they used to be." I was like, "Damn, kid." I was like, "Yo, that's freaking dope." So there's a tide changing. You're going to have those angry white liberals still that when they see the Trump flag or the mention of Trump, they're going to be angry. But there's a huge percentage of America now that was angry because they were told to be angry, finally is doing their own research now, like I did, and realized, wait a second, despite all the negative bullshit I heard about Trump, this is without a question the best man for the job. You could argue DeSantis is also good for the job. I agree with that. I just think the benefit of Trump triggering the liberals gives him the edge. To have Trump proven president, know what's going on. He's going to come in, clean house like a bull in a china shop. He's going to be vengeful, which I think is going to be a good thing. We need someone like that in the White House to come in and clean up the swamp for real this time. He tried, and the swamp was deeper than we all thought. So I'd like to see him come back, get in there, take names, and kick ass. And we'll see what happens. Adam, is the angry white liberal a boomer thing or a college thing? I think it's just a general thing because you'll have white college females that are also angry liberals too. Yeah, that's another interesting story right now with the food plants that are being bombed right now, it seems like. It's funny, like the news like if you piece it all together, you see these things are happening. Like there's patterns, and then they want to call you a conspiracy theory for pointing out those patterns. I don't want to say too much about that. You guys know what I'm talking about, but there are things, and there's things in the data, same as with the 2020. I don't want to say the word, but the Biden Trump thing. Just want to leave it at that. But there are things that we see with our own eyes and ears, and in the data. And they just tell us, "No, you're crazy. No, it's conspiracy theory. No, it's proven wrong. None of it's proven wrong." And here's another one. All these food factories, there's like planes being bombed by them, blowing up, fires happening. Bro, it's like is like is there a coordinated attack to starve us out? Because they keep telling us famine is coming, famine is coming, famine is coming. They keep reminding us. So it's like, are they just straight up warning us what their plan is? Because they've been pretty much doing that all along. Like they just tell us every step of the way. You will own nothing and be happy. The Great Reset is coming. And then you have Obama going on TV yesterday calling, I'm not going to refer to what it is. Again, censorship, not going to refer to what it is. But he literally used the words clinically experimented. That's what he said. We've clinically experimented this on billions of people. That's what he said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. This is what he said. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. I'll pull it up for you guys. Let me see if I get to my stories on this. Okay. And for those of you who are not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there. My name is Adam Francisco on the Instagrams. I'm shadow banned to all hell on that platform, so I don't get much engagement anymore. But I started using it again just to post some content up there. Mostly shit posting, to be honest. But you guys should go check out my Instagram, Adam Francisco. Let's see if I could pull this video up of Obama. Nope, looks like my video expired from yesterday. Damn it. Oh, I think I know who sent it to me. My boy 5-Star Pete sent me this video, so I'm going to pull it up right now. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Here he is, 5-Star Pete. It says story unavailable. I guess it was taken down. That's why the story is not available. All right, well, you guys could find it. Obama said it himself. Am I still on Rumble? Yep, I'm on Rumble. I haven't posted a video in a couple weeks here, though, just because I've been not posting a lot of content because of my medical shit and also because I was at the casino for 2 days. Here's our Rumble account, guys. A lot of TNA show lately on Rumble. It always goes to there. So if you guys want to, ever watch our podcasts, they always stay up on Rumble, full uncensored up there. We don't take them down from there because Rumble, we have free speech, which is really nice. But on YouTube, a lot of times we'll launch it on YouTube and then we'll take it down immediately because we got to be careful on YouTube. So this is my Rumble account. If you guys want to join, you could join there. Also, Truth Social. I'm on Truth Social, Adam Francisco. I'm on TikTok. I know you guys hate that app because it's a spy app. I get it. But and I haven't been updating there either because, again, was at the casino dealing with gout. But if you guys want to follow me on TikTok too, my account there is, let's see, hold on. Let me see, where am I?
Y'all.
I got to put the @ sign. I got nervous for a second. I was like, did I get nuked from TikTok again? Holy shit. You never know. See, you never know. You never know these damn platforms. Here we go. There I am. All right. Whew, I thought I got nuked. All right, so this is my TikTok, guys. So if you guys want to follow Adam Francisco 2 on TikTok, I basically post some, a lot of exclusive content there, short videos. I like TikTok, though, because of the viral nature. I get shared and retagged a lot, which is cool. People could discover you that way. It definitely helped me grow my YouTube channel, too. And I post teasers here, so you'll see now in all my videos I put my channel name. It's very bold, so that you obviously can see it. And, a few questions that I wanted to answer for you guys. Some of you left me some comments in my page that I wanted to get to. Number one, Media Buster. He asked me about, Truth Social's mobile only. He asked me about Tara Lorenz and Libs of TikTok. and how I feel about what she did, doxing them. I think doxing is very dangerous. Um, I think when you provide someone's address and name publicly, when they're not open about that themselves, you could potentially be sending a mob to their home. In which case, if the person lives in Florida, for example, they now have a right to defend themselves and stand their ground. So you could end up not only getting the person you're doxing hurt or even worse, killed, but in the pursuit of self defense, they could ultimately end up killing somebody that goes to their home and poses a threat. So doxing is really stupid and dangerous. So I think what Taylor Lorenz did is pretty horrible stuff. And she was complaining herself about being doxxed just weeks before, and then she just goes and doxes, lives a TikTok. It's not cool at all. So I'm highly against doxing. Again, if information is publicly available, that's much different. If it's somebody being filmed in public, that's much different. Once you're out in the street, there's no right to privacy anymore. So that's much different. But when you're publishing someone's home address where they live and sleep at night, come on. That's too much. That's too much. The second thing is somebody asked me about Puerto Vallarta and what it's like living there. And that person, let me see the name on I took a screenshot earlier. Where is this friend? I thought I took a screenshot of it. Let me just go to my YouTube comments. Here we go. Rapaz A says, brother, can you tell me how it is to be like in Mexico and Puerto Vallarta? At night, it is safe, no cartel or no drugs. How is it basically? Yeah, Puerto Vallarta is super safe. Most of Mexico, whether you're on the beach or you're in the city, most places are run by cartels. And that's actually not a bad thing because they protect that town. The only time cartels get dangerous is when there's turf wars, right? Because then they'll have like shootouts and they'll have like, innocent bystanders will get killed as collateral damage. But when you have a place like Puerto Vallarta, they're all motivated to keep it safe and clean for the tourists. And because it's a stronghold to a specific group, other groups will not come in and mess with that. Unless someone does something stupid or violates, I guess, the territories. I don't know enough about this world to really comment too much on it, but I know the basics. And when I'm in Puerto Vallarta, I was always told I don't do drugs, by the way, so I'm not even involved in that world at all. Like not even as a user. But everyone said if you buy marijuana or things, they're drugs. They're like these little goodie bags with a sticker on it. And if anybody ever asks you where you bought it, just say you got it on the street somewhere. Never give names or details. But again, I wouldn't know because I don't do drugs. I'm not a user. I just drink alcohol at the bars, which just go to a restaurant. You could drink there. Super safe. I was at the casino one night, up about $2,000 US, so about 40,000 pesos. And somebody did put something into my drink. I think it was Everclear. They put Everclear in my whiskey. That's what I think happened. Because when I explained to some locals how I got blacked out when I wasn't even drinking that much, they said that they probably put Everclear in my drink to either, number one, make me drunk, so I started gambling all the money away. Number two, so that I would get too drunk and I would have to leave and go home because I was too hot on the table. Or number three, so that I could be more of a victim. Like I could be targeted when I left and just, easily attacked. But here's the thing, though. Even in my drunk state, I look like I'm in control. And so when I was sitting at the table gambling and I'm like, why am I getting so drunk? I'm like, I'm drinking a whiskey on the rocks, but I'm also drinking bottles of water. I'm going back and forth. Like, why is this hitting me so hard when normally I can handle my shit? And so I just took my money, got up, cashed out, and I left. And it was 7 a.m. It was a late night of gambling. I got up and I remember walking outside, looking at the ground. The ground was all spinning, and I'm like, holy crap, like I'm wasted. I need to get home. But it was a 2.5 mile walk for me. So I just started walking home in the direction of my home, looking for a cab. Couldn't find a cab, and I vaguely remember stumbling into like a breakfast restaurant that wasn't even opened yet, and begging the guy for water, Gatorade, and a taxi home. Begging him, like, bro, please help me. Please help me. I'm so drunk. And I ended up, by act of God, getting home. And then I woke up at 4 p.m., butt ass naked in my own bed, thank God. And nothing was stolen. Nothing was robbed. I had all my cash. I had my dogs with me. I had my electronics with me. I was like, damn. So I got lucky. But is it safe? It's that safe. It's that safe where I was able to get blacked out drunk and get home by myself and wake up in my bed. Nothing was robbed or stolen. I don't get that drunk when I'm traveling, especially in places like Mexico. I never like to get that drunk. You want to be in control. You want to be aware of your surroundings. But again, that one wasn't my fault. My drink, I'm almost sure it was spiked that day. So you just got to be careful. I did go back to the casino weeks later, and I only had beers. But still, what does that do? They bring the beer to you open already at the table. They could still roofie your beer too. But the bottom line is, I plan on going back to Puerto Vallarta. And you guys know that I'm a former liberal. So I'm going to be going for the Pride Parade in May. That's right. So you guys are going to be seeing some different content on my channel. I know you guys are probably not going to be used to that, and it's probably going to piss a lot of you off, and I totally respect that. But I will say this. Pride parades, and I've been to many in New York City, are super, super fun. My issue comes when there are children present. I don't think that kids should be seeing grown men half naked dressed like puppies with leashes and collars on them. Like, that's weird to me. Like, I just don't think kids should be exposed to that. I think it's the responsibility of the parents to leave their kids home at these parades. I understand kids want to teach their kids tolerance, but these go above and beyond that. This is not just some men like other men or someone like other women. This is straight up, some of these pride parades get debaucherous and drunken stupidity and weird outfits. So I do have a problem with kids being present at those events. I don't like it. But I will say, from a tourism standpoint, it's almost like Carnival. Like, it attracts a huge audience. They're super fun. And I'll tell you guys this. As a straight male, there are a lot of women that go to these events, and they always assume that you are a gay man if you're at these events. So what happens is the people you meet, everyone's guard is just relaxed and down. It's not like, when you go out normally as a straight man, you try to meet a woman. Most women are very uptight and rigid about it. And like, I'm not in the mood. If I don't think you're cute, I don't want to talk to you. If the girl thinks you're cute, you could talk to whoever you want. But if the girl doesn't think you're cute, then you really are screwed, right? Like, you just have no chance. You're just dead in the water. But at these pride parades and the pride events, women are just more open-minded in general because they assume every guy that's there is gay. So you get to meet people with the guard down, which is nice. They think you're gay, so they'll welcome you into their circle, very friendly, very welcoming. And then an hour in, you're like, I'm not gay. What do you want? And they go, wait a second. This whole time I was thinking you'd be the perfect guy if you were straight. Well, I am straight. And then you have a good time and everyone's happy. And, it is what it is. All right, guys, we have some, give me a second, guys. I got to do this real quick. I love this. That I could be the producer of my own show. Here we go. Breaking news. Does it work? Show. Oh, I wanted to scroll. Okay. Breaking news. Elon Musk purchases Twitter. Here we go. This one's much better looking. Yeah, look at that, guys. That's dope. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Elon Musk just purchased Twitter. He officially did a hostile takeover. And this is, I'm just going to say it, guys. I'm just going to say it. This is fucking exciting, guys. This is fucking exciting. Let's do it. Let's play some music too while we're doing this. Let's see. Come on. I wish I could throw a filter up here. I wish I could throw a filter like graffiti or something, or like confetti right now. Do I have confetti overlay? Add overlay. No, I don't have anything. I don't have any. Into space. Just got a text from you. Well, from President Biden. President Biden just texted me. He wants my money. He wants $15. Here, there we go. He just texted me. President Biden. My campaign today launched 3 years ago. Proud of our accomplishments. So I guess 2024 started, guys. If they're now messaging about the 2020 election, 2024 is on. We're on, baby. We are on. Yo, how dope would it be if Elon Musk, if Donald Trump gets back on Twitter and then uses Twitter to announce he's running a tweet? Imagine his first. That's his first tweet back, bro. That's right. That'll be dope. Here we go. Here's the news, guys. Elon Musk buys Twitter. Twitter's receiving a $54.20 a share, 30% premium over the stock price. Yeah, let's see what the price is on Twitter right now. How is Twitter listed at 51.63 stock price when it's going to be going up to $54.20? That's like easy money. Why is it not up there yet? People are saying it's halted Twitter stock. Yeah, it looks like there's no movement. It just stopped. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, Trump's coming back to Twitter. The left is terrified. The elites are terrified. The establishment is terrified. Everybody's terrified right now of free speech being restored. We're not. That's what we need. And look, as I always say, they would not be censoring us if we weren't correct. If our theories about 2020 and experimental whatever were so off base, were so wrong, they wouldn't censor it. They'd be like, yo, these people are crazy, and all the evidence is on our side. But the reality is it's the opposite. They know the evidence is on our side. But what do they do? What do they do? Twitter stock, it can skyrocket because it will stop at 54.20. Anybody buying above 54.20, there's no point because if he's privatizing it, he owns it at 54.20, like it's his. That's it. So it shouldn't go above that. There's no point. You know, I owned a stock that had a takeover in 2020, I think. Must be almost 2 years now. It was a Blue Mobile, and it got bought at $12.50. It did go up above that slightly to $12.70 or $12.75, but the buyout offer was for $12.50. So it's like, unless you got in below $12.50, there really was no need to go above, unless you're just playing for the volatility of the pennies. But the price here, the peak is $54.20. So you could buy right now at $52 and make a $2 profit guaranteed. Or you could come in and buy it right now and have a $2 guaranteed profit. Which again, not a lot of money, you know. But let's say you own 1,000 shares for free $2,000. After taxes, of course, because that'll be a short sale. You're looking at about 1,000. But hey, there's free money on the table. Whoever wants it right now. That's right, Salt the Slugs. This is not the restream. That's for Salty Cracker, but this is some dope news, guys, and I'm excited that happened live on the air while we're streaming to you guys. So God bless Elon Musk. God bless Trump. God bless Twitter. God bless free speech. God bless Ron DeSantis. Hell yeah. This is big news, guys. So, all right, I'm gonna go wave some flags right now in St. Augustine. My girl Terry's out there. She wants to come up again and trigger some lives. So I'm gonna do a video today about Twitter. Up again. Now it's official. So I will see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be on Ricky Rebel show. I do it every Tuesday, 3 o'clock. So make sure you guys are on YouTube tomorrow at 3 p.m. Come tomorrow. Ricky Rebel, Adam Francisco, teaming up again on a live stream for you guys. We'll talk about all the breaking news that happens between now and then. And I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless all of you. God bless Trump. I'll see you guys next time.